Now I know what you're thinking when clicking onto this video. There's absolutely no way that Isshiki Otsutsuki can come back into the story. We literally saw him die when Kawaki stomped out his life into dust with multiple characters confirming his death. But what if I told you that there was a 1 in 1000 chance for him to actually come back? Yeah, I know the chances of Isshiki to actually come back in the story is really slim. But when it comes to the Boruto series, there has been plenty of moments that the fans did not expect, whether it's for the anime or when reading the manga. Moments like Momoshiki awakening through Boruto's body for the first time, Naruto unlocking Baryon mode, Sasuke losing his Rinnegan to Momoshiki, Jigen teleporting through Kawaki's karma to bring him home. There has been plenty of moments that have happened that no one really expected to see. The one thing that I would say though is that Boruto as a series is really good at its unpredictability when developing its plot. And this is something that I feel like no one is going to see coming at all. Isshiki coming back, whether it's by resurrection or by some other means, would bring the crazy chaos that he was ensuing prior to his death and even when he was living inside of Jigen's body. Now I know a lot of fans are going to disagree with me here, and I get it. Right now in the story, it is established that Isshiki is dead. Code right now in the story is on a vengeance mission from seeing his lord die, and before Isshiki did die, he passed on the will of the Otsutsuki to Code. Isshiki tells Code that the white karma that he bestowed on Code's body contains his legacy of the Otsutsuki and himself. The karma on Code's body is a bootleg karma, essentially holding no vessel to it, but at the same time, this white karma is purely used as a power, basically as a weapon with no drawbacks compared to real vessels, such as Boruto and Kawaki for example. Now it's pretty clear that Isshiki won't resurrect to Kawaki, despite Kawaki being Ishiki's vessel at one point in the story. Once Isshiki did die, Kawaki was free of losing his body to Isshiki resurrecting, and despite getting his karma seal back from Amato, it was only due to Ishiki's powers being intact in Kawaki's body and not the vessel and soul of Isshiki himself. So with that being said, how the hell will Isshiki come back if he ever does come back? Personally, I do think Isshiki will come back through Code's karma. Of course, not through the regular resurrection of karma, due to Code having a bootleg karma which contains no vessel. What's key here is that Isshiki passed down his legacy to Code, which could be a play on words of not only just the white karma and the Otsutsuki will, but also with Ishiki's DNA. Besides Kawaki surviving Ishiki's karma ritual, Code was the only person who did survive it among the kids, meaning that he was capable of holding a karma but not becoming a vessel. Right now in the story, he did get his limiters removed and is at his maximum power for now, but I do think that Code will become even stronger in power, especially if he feeds Boruto or Kawaki to the Ten-Tails to harvest a chakra fruit. In the chance that Code does get to one of them, especially if it's Kawaki, not only would the god tree harvest a good and healthy chakra fruit, but I think this is what allows Isshiki to come back. If Code were to harvest a chakra fruit containing Kawaki's DNA after feeding him to the Ten-Tails, once he consumes the fruit, not only would he become more powerful, but I think he would actually gain Ishiki's abilities, such as the powers and abilities that would pass on from previous characters to the people who consumed them, such as Momoshiki fusing with Kinshiki and having the ability to use his chakra weapons. Not only that, if Code were to harvest Earth's chakra fruit, according to Isshiki, he did state it shall contain everything, a record of all life that have ever lived and died on this planet, including Isshiki himself. Consuming this chakra fruit may actually backfire, especially with the fact that Code already has a karma of Isshiki that is purely used as a power. So consuming Ishiki's DNA in the fruit could also allow Isshiki to resurrect through Code's body in the future. The DNA of another Otsutsuki with the same Otsutsuki's karma on Code's body may actually allow Isshiki to come back in the story. Basically what I'm saying is that Code has Ishiki's white karma. He just needs Ishiki's life to add on top of the karma for Isshiki to come back once he consumes Earth's chakra fruit. This also applies for Kawaki as well. If he feeds Boruto to the Ten-Tails and consumes Earth's fruits, Isshiki will be a part of Kawaki's DNA, which could possibly allow him to resurrect. Now this isn't confirmed or anything, this is me taking a crack of how Isshiki can possibly come back within the story, if that is even remotely possible to begin with. In my opinion, the chances of Isshiki coming back are very slim, but if it were to actually happen, I think it would happen post time skip. Bringing Isshiki back in the current arc would just undermine all the villains in this arc right now, considering that 1, he's stronger than all of them, and 2, he's just a way better villain in my opinion. The timing of it would be too fast if it were to happen in this arc, but allowing Isshiki to return in the time skip would be dope to see. Boruto and Kawaki would be a lot stronger when they are older, and they actually have a chance of defeating Isshiki since they will probably surpass a Prime Naruto and a Prime Sasuke at their peak power. Especially once we get to that flash forward scene, I definitely do think Boruto and Kawaki at that point in the story will be at their peak power. But I do want to say that if they were to bring Isshiki right now in this arc, there would be no one to stop him. No one actually has the power to even take him down. Even when Naruto tapped into the Baryon mode, despite him actually being stronger than Isshiki, Isshiki, the drawbacks of using that form actually made Naruto lose to Isshiki in the end. So with that being said, there's no one out right now that can genuinely beat Isshiki. Even if the Leaf Village and Ada and Damon were to all team up and fight Isshiki, I really don't see how they can really beat him. Ada's love ability wouldn't work on him, and I don't even think Damon even has a chance to begin with. Isshiki's just a lot more faster than him. I definitely do imagine that Isshiki would know how Damon's ability would work. His broken reflector ability that he does have, I think that he would know how to counter that, since he was the one who told Amado to dispose of Ada and Damon to begin with. If he were to come back in post time skip, I definitely do think that Boruto and Kawaki would have a chance to actually defeat him, since it is stated by Amado that Kawaki's power is only going to rise over time, and with Boruto as well, he's only going to become stronger as the series progresses. And I definitely do think Boruto and Kawaki, at least in my opinion, will be able to reach Isshiki's power level and possibly even beyond, considering that Isshiki did mention the Otsutsuki god. So if he were to come back, it would definitely be in post time skip. I think that would make the most sense, and considering what's happening in the story, it would be too quick for him to come back right now. I think that would be absolutely insane if he does come back in general. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Do you think that Isshiki Otsutsuki can come back in the story? Because at least in my opinion, I think he actually will come back, but I definitely do think it will happen in a way that no one will really expect it. Sort of like how Zetsu betrayed Madara at the end of the 4th Great Ninja War. We saw Zetsu, he was planning with Madara from the beginning, only to betray him in the end by reviving Kaguya. I kind of see it happening that way, but that is just my opinion on it. If he were to actually come back, the chances of Isshiki actually resurrecting and being a threat within the story are very, very low. He is dead right now, and that is really the only explanation I can think of for Isshiki to come back, for the DNA of Isshiki to combine with Code or Kawaki's karma to allow him to come back that way. But that could probably contradict with the rules of the Karma Seal, and at least when it comes to the Karma Seal, there's still a lot of stuff that we don't know about. Even though there is a lot of information that was shown to us, I feel like there's some things that we don't know about, especially when it comes to Code's white Karma Seal. I feel like Isshiki may be lying to Code on how his karma works. I feel like there may be a loophole for Isshiki to come back, especially through Code's karma. But let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine, man. This is just a crack theory. I wanted to get another video out before the Boruto chapter does drop. So yeah, let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.